Good afternoon, y'all. Welcome to the Simpademic Sunday afternoon edition. My Broncos just got crushed by the Buffalo Bills. Something we expected to have happen. My team was only expected to win 5 games this year. We won 10, and hats off to my Denver Broncos for doing that. And then, meanwhile, as a Minnesota resident, I will also say, "Fly Eagles fly," because, well, reasons. So anyway, I wanted to talk about a video today that I had come across and posted on my Twitter X page just today. And it's from your wingmam, WNGMAM, full name Anna Jorgensen. And she has a very good list of qualities. These are 10 principles that women respect in men. And keeping in the context of ending the Simpademic, there is some overlap and some mutual qualifications on this between what I've been saying in my channel and what Anna says here. So I will say this much. Let's just get reading. Number 1 is stand by your values. Probably the most important one I can think of. And for me, of course, compared to most men, that's going to look quite a bit different because of my status as an evangelical Christian. We don't believe in sex outside of marriage, and so as such, it's going to look a little different for me than it is for most men. However, that's a hill I'm willing to die on. And any woman out there is going to know that. A lot of women, I think, they would appreciate it, some not, but that is what it is. Number 2 is to find your purpose and not your passion. And going back to my evangelical Christian background, I was actually part of a men's small group lately where we did get to write out our purpose statements, and as opposed to passion. And my purpose, of course, is to show the world what a single man can do and overcome with his God behind him. And so that is my purpose in life, because I am a recovering person from a traumatic brain injury. It's been about 4 years now, but so that is my purpose. I just want to show the world how much one man can overcome with the power of faith and Jesus behind him. That's number 2. Number 3 is lead but have control. But don't control. This gets to another point that I wanted to cover in a separate episode, but I'm going to do it here. And as far as leading but not controlling, I will always say, do not cross the line into abuse. Physical abuse is not asserting yourself or asserting control. It's actually a loss of control. And I personally will never respect that. However, a man who controls his emotions and acts in a calm and rational manner will have all the respect in the world, apart from myself and every woman out there. So that's number 3. Number 4 is similar. It is emotional stability. I think this is absolutely prudent and key as far as being a respectable man, and something that's also very attractive, is to be emotionally stable. Number 5 is be authentic. Probably the second most important one on this list, in my opinion. And not being authentic or being fake for the purpose of getting the attention of a woman is simping. And it is it's a big reason why the Simpademic even exists. Be your authentic self. Don't try to be somebody that you're not. And for the women out there, this includes using filters in your profiles and using that in your dating profiles. That's a no-no, because we want to see your authentic self. And that's going to be the most attractive thing out there. If you attract men, and likewise if men can attract women without the use of filters or anything artificial, then if you succeed with doing it natural, you can't lose because you're not going to lose because they're going to suddenly figure out that you look or appear different than you have posted yourself as. So that's number 5. Number 6 is set boundaries and respect theirs. Again, in the don't abuse, don't simp, don't push club, that is kind of all falls under that one right there. Number 7 is keep your word. And again, as an evangelical Christian, this is absolutely vital. Not even just for relationships or respect, but just in general. Because if you keep your word, you have the respect of everybody around you, not just the women. This is a life hack that applies, in my opinion, across the entire board. Number 8 is to maintain independence. And Anna says it correctly in this video. A clingy man is just not an attractive man. They don't get a lot of respect. You might get some pity, but you don't get really any respect if you're clingy. And that's also at the root of the Simpademic with men being simps, is because they're trying too hard. And being clingy and needing a woman for every temporal need out there is just no bueno. Number 9 is to protect and provide. Now, I have to kind of expand on this one a little bit because obviously we're not looking for gold diggers here. We want everything taken care of from them. Protecting and providing can also mean a lot of things outside of money, as Anna points out in her video. It can be, obviously protecting is making your woman feel safe. Providing can be in more ways than monetary. It can be in support. It can be in advice. It can be as a counselor. It can be as somebody's just going to have your back. That is protecting and providing, and for a woman, and they're going to find that very attractive too. And then number 10, and another life hack, stay humble and don't be overconfident. Confidence is sexy. Arrogance is not. And so to that extent, I will say that do not fall into the trap of being arrogant and thinking that is being confident. It's not. It's actually highly unattractive. Makes you unappealing both to everyone. And we've seen this in professional sports quite a bit. There are a lot of professional star athletes out there who project cockiness and severe overconfidence. These are some of the least liked athletes out there. I think of LeBron James, for example. Classic example. Somebody who just believes that he's the absolute greatest person and is God's gift to basketball. Highly unattractive. Not very many people truly like the man. He has extreme records of longevity in the game, but even then, it's kind of a front. And he thinks he's something that he's not. He thinks he's the greatest player of all time, which is something that Michael Jordan never even said. Michael Jordan actually deferred because he didn't ever get a chance to play with guys like Oscar Robertson, Bill Russell, Bob Cousy, some of the greats of the past, Jerry West, some of the all-time greats of the 50s and 60s and 70s. He never got to play with any of those people, and he says, I'm not going to compare myself not having had the opportunity to play with those men. That, my friends, is the stand-up picture of a confident man who is not arrogant. Jordan also said that he's taken so many missed shots in his career. He's had the game-winning shot, several hundred times in his career and failed. And he fails and he fails and he fails. And that is why he succeeds. That there is a Michael Jordan quote you can take to the bank. He succeeds because he fails. And I think it's very important when taking advice like that we're seeing from Anna here. I think it's an important concept to keep in mind when pursuing these things. So anyway, that's my little rundown. Go to my TwitterX page, catch the clip, like and subscribe to her. Please like and subscribe to this channel too. Feel free to share your comments down below. This is a fun one for me to do because I just found another content creator who I think is very valuable. And so I will put this out there and do with it the best that you can. So anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Monday night's edition of End the Simpademic. It's going to be in the single digits below zero up here. So if you're in the Great North like myself, please stay warm. Please stay safe. Roads are a little slick out there up here, so do what you need to do to keep yourself in one piece and stay safe and, more importantly, stay alive. So anyway, thanks, guys. Have yourselves a blessed and great weekend.